All right, so I hear this one every single day. People say, I'm waiting to build a portfolio before I can actually get clients. You may be guilty of this too. I at least was when I first started off. So, in this video, I'm going to be covering how to build a sellable portfolio for your video business. That way, you can start getting clients and building out this portfolio for your business. So, jumping right into it. First things first, we're going to talk about like why building a portfolio actually isn't going to get you clients. So, you don't build a portfolio to get clients. You actually get clients to build a portfolio. That's what we'll be talking about today. So the thing is, this held me back for a long time. I was, building out my portfolio. I was building up a website, doing all this work trying to get clients. But at the end of the day, once I had a portfolio, I still had no clients. So the thing is, when you try to go and shoot all this content and build out your portfolio without any budget, the problem is you generally just end up creating garbage work. You don't have anything to put into it, which means you know, you can't really invest into making good work. So yeah, you just don't have any budget for it. So that means you won't be creating quality work that, the best work that you're actually capable of. You're going to be really limited by your budget. So instead, what you want to focus on is getting clients so that you can build up your portfolio. This is going to take lots of time, but the real work that you're actually going to want to showcase, that's going to be paid work when you have budget to buy gear, to hire help, to shoot high quality work. Like, big projects take money. There's a reason, all these movies cost millions of dollars, or these big productions for commercials. They're dumping hundreds of thousands of dollars into these, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason the good work is actually paid work, right? So I want to really get this out of your head. Like, you're not building a portfolio so you can get clients. There's ways to get clients before you even have a portfolio. So you're getting clients who are going to pay you to build up your portfolio. Does that make sense? So to prove this, my first $24,000 deal that I signed, that was like my first big project. I never even showed them my past work, and I'll prove that to you. So just to kind of like break down what this looked like when I first started off. So I had a pitch deck where, if you watch my last video when I was talking about sales, I talk about, discovery call, strategy call, how to actually get these clients, right? But basically, I never showed them my work beforehand, but I did create a pitch deck based on what they told me in the first call. So basically, at this point, I understood everything about their current situation, their A point and their B point. I understood what they needed as far as a content strategy. So then I just put that together in a pitch deck, told them what they'd be getting, gave them a price that it would cost, and I just showed examples of work that I could do. So I found a different brand. I never worked with this brand before. This isn't my work, but I showed them, look, this is what your brand is going to need. Here's some examples of what I can deliver. Here's the price, right? And they said, okay, let's do it. We signed a contract, and then I shot it. So you can see here, like, this is, these are some photos just for some proof that, this is a project I worked on. They paid me for it, and I never showed them my work beforehand. Because I honestly, at that point, I didn't have a big portfolio. I didn't really have a lot of work to show for. So you can see here, I showed them roughly what they're getting, and I delivered basically that. So it goes to show clients will pay you before you even have a portfolio. A lot of that's just like, it's in your mind, and it's also kind of an excuse. It's like an excuse not to go out there and get clients because you just blame it on not having enough work, and that's a bad excuse. Like with something like this, I wouldn't have been able to do this as a free project. This model, he charged me like $500 for an hour of his time. I had to pay for, everyone to get into the gym, like memberships, day passes. I had to pay a videographer/photographer to shoot like this behind the scenes content. So there's a lot of production costs that go into this, and you can't really do that when you're just shooting for free. So clients, I just want to like hammer this home. Clients are going to pay you to build up your portfolio, and this is proof. Okay, I never showed them my work before this point. This is all that they saw. And, I had a few other ideas, showed them some other examples of work, but that's about it, right? And it goes to show once you understand what they need, what strategy you actually need to create to get them their results, that's all they care about at the end of the day, right? They don't care about, all your past work, the video that you shot for the football team a year ago. They don't really care about that. They just want to know that your videos will help them reach their goal. Okay, so let's jump right back into this. So let's say, you get them on a call and they still want to see your work, even though you've done what I just said, right? You've created a pitch deck, shown them what you can do, and then also they just want to see, some past work. That's going to happen occasionally, so I like to use what I call the iPhone example. So basically, you're going to say something to the extent of like this. All right, Mr. Client. So let's say I were to help you achieve your goal, right? We could do this. I created a video on my iPhone, and it got you results overnight. It actually achieved the result that you're looking for. Well, would you care that I shot it on an iPhone? Probably not, right? So same concept here. I understand your situation. I understand your goal, and I understand what strategy we need to create to help you reach this goal. So at the end of the day, I'll be able to create the right content. All I'm asking is, do you think this is the best strategy to get you there? And they'll be like, yeah. Right. Something to that extent. Basically, you just have to convince them like, look, it's more about the strategy. It's not as much the past work that I have. Showing them a video that you created for the football team a year ago isn't really going to help them out that much. So basically just, convince them like, look, I'm confident I can deliver what I just showed you in the pitch deck. And then just, convince them at the end of the day, you need to keep bringing it back to their goal. Right? Your job is just to understand their situation and help them reach their goals. And you've done that if you follow the right structure. And like I said, go back and watch the sales video I just created. That'll kind of help you out when you're doing this. Okay. So how to get clients to actually build your portfolio. So first things first, you need to understand their A point and their B point. Right? This will allow you to create a strategy that actually aligns with their goals. Because if you don't know what the goal is, you won't be able to create a specific video to help them reach that goal. Because like I said, clients don't buy videos because they just want to buy videos. They buy videos to achieve a specific outcome. So you need to understand where they're at, which is their A point, and where they're trying to go. That's the basics of sales. I talked about that yesterday in the other video. So this is what's going to be huge for you. Not your portfolio, but actually understanding what you need to create in a video strategy to help them reach their goals, right? After you've done that, it's as simple as just pitching a strategy that aligns with their goals. Your clients, like I wrote here, are much more likely to invest knowing that you have a strategy in place to help them reach their goals rather than knowing that you just have an FX3 or you shoot on the Canon R5. They don't care about that. Like I said, with the iPhone example, if you were to shoot on an iPhone and it got them the results, they'd be happy, right? So you need to stop linking it back to, oh, I can shoot these videos for you. This is my past work. You don't even need to be doing that. You're bringing it back to their goals and you're showing them you understand what their goals are and you understand the strategy to get them there. It's actually not that complicated. So what to put in your portfolio. So this is, at this point, you should already have clients who are paying you to do these shoots, right? So start charging higher prices, start making money, start getting real clients. At that point, once you've already done that, you're going to start, building up this portfolio. And like I said, the clients are going to pay you to do this. They're going to pay you to buy more expensive gear, to hire more expensive models, to go to bigger locations, hire on more, staff, right? All these things you can do with budget, and you're going to enjoy it a ton more. A lot more, right? So after you've done this, once you've started shooting these higher paying projects and you're building up your portfolio, here's kind of what I would recommend to start building that up. So first things first, you want to build a personal account on like Instagram. So I see so many people who just create, a business account. They throw on like a quick logo with a camera and it's called, ABC Media. At the end of the day though, people buy from people. So there's all these, videography accounts out there, but there's nothing that really makes them special, right? So when you realize people buy from people, you want to make it personalized so people are buying from specifically you. You're not just another media company out there. You're a human and they're, buying because they, want to work with you specifically. So like I said, people buy from people, which means you want to create an account with your face as the profile picture, then lots of content of you, shooting, editing, like all the behind the scenes stuff like that. So really it's going to be a personal brand at the end of the day. not just another media company out there. So start doing that, create this personal account. And then also, as far as like what to post, I would do like a lot of behind the scenes, finished work, results. Like basically you can get testimonials from your clients on like how your videos actually performed. That would be a great way to build up trust with your, future clients. So get results. You can post entertainment, like stuff that's just entertaining to your niche. You can post education. There's so much you can post on this account. But like I said, big thing here is, try to make it a personal brand, right? That's the big thing here. Profile picture of you, not a logo, stuff like that. And like I put here, I would highly recommend that you hire an assistant to shoot behind the scenes content. I really wish I did this sooner, because eventually you're not going to, you're going to want to build up a personal brand, so you start getting high paying clients to chase you instead of you chasing them, right? That's just simple. So if you can start building up content, then you can start building up a personal brand. So it's really important that you start hiring out, just someone to shoot behind the scenes content for you. It's going to be huge down the road when you start marketing and building up your brand, right? So I would highly recommend that. That was a big regret I have. I wish I did that a lot sooner. Next, a lot of people say like, you need a better portfolio to get clients, right? But honestly, what I would say to that is like, when you say I need a better portfolio to get clients, it's literally like saying I need to get in shape before I go to the gym. It's ridiculous, right? So the 10 out of 10 portfolios are literally built from years of paid client work, right? Clients, like I want to keep hammering this home. Clients are going to pay you to build up your portfolio. It's not the other way around. All these big portfolios that you see, all these big videographers, they're getting paid to work big projects and create 10 out of 10 content. And that's how they're doing it, right? And literally, just for some examples, you're probably familiar with people like this, Paul Weaver, Garrett King, Austin Paul. These guys are huge and they've built up a personal brand. They're shooting big projects. Paul Weaver was working with Rain. Garrett King is working with Cuts. Like, these are $1 million companies, multi-million-dollar companies, and these guys are working with them. And that comes from shooting paid projects and then building up insane content for their portfolio. These guys have really good content. That's how they're doing it. So these are just some examples just to lock this in, right? So at the end of the day, key takeaways are just, to stop focusing on the portfolio, focus on getting clients who will pay you to build a portfolio. It's literally that simple. So you'll build a much better portfolio and enjoy the process 100 times more once you have money to dump into these projects. Like I said, the gear that you want, the locations that you want to shoot at, all of this comes when you have budget to put into these projects. And at the end of the day, that's how you'll build up your portfolio. So just want to create this because, I did the exact same thing when I started off. I was, just shooting random, product photos, just shooting random things, that trying to build up my portfolio, but it didn't get me any clients at the end of the day. So hopefully this clears that up. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via Instagram, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.